Hi, it's Act of God's Captive, interquel of the Captive's Diary, Episode 8, written by Abugu Precious Ukazim Obialo. At Uchena's house, he was observing his New Year personal set apart, which started on the 7th January, and he's been inside this prayer room for the past 3 days, without food, in preparation for the year. Shalom also observed their own personal set apart, fasted from morning till evening with prayers. The year's activities had begun in earnest, and both businesses, schools, religious organizations, as well as every other functional organization in the country had resumed fully in their duties. Onemeka and his crew members, who were camping in a prayer camp in fasting and prayers, brought their camp meeting that started on the 3rd of January to an end on the 7th day of January, and from there, they moved into the school and settled down in their various hostels. He and his crew had put a 3 days worship and word program together for the second week of resumption as their own strategic way of drawing souls to God, especially the freshers, that is, the first-year students, and they really interceded for open heavens on the WOW program, worship and word program. Before they left school in December, they had gone to visit Pastor Theophilus with an invitation letter and a bottle of red wine to have him as their special guest preacher for the 3 days program. And when they resumed back to school, Nnemeka still went with 2 of the crew members to greet him in his office and to remind him of their program, and he promised to be there. Alma was among the 2 persons who went with him to greet Pastor Theophilus. She likes being around Nnemeka because, according to her, it pushes her to be the best version of herself, and the shortest time she has known and related closely with him has drawn her more closer to God with an incredible spiritual growth. She had sent him some chats on WhatsApp after their camp meeting to appreciate him for being a positive influence on her life, and her text message, she wrote, "Good evening, Unax. I trust you're well settled in your space now. I'm writing this to let you know how much of a positive influence you have on my person. This past few months of being close to you have drawn me more closer to God than ever. And just so you know, the 3 days dry fasting at the camp meeting, which you initiated, is my first ever, and I am so glad that I could ever go that long in fasting, all thanks to your influence on me." I told my mom about my spiritual growth, and she's grateful. You may not know how much impact you're making, but I just want to encourage you to keep up with what you're doing for God and His kingdom. And if you ever feel discouraged, thinking that you're not making any positive impact, just remember this text and remember Oma, the girl who has become a better person and a better Christian through your influence. Thank you, boss. A text read, and when it's read it, he smiled. Thank you so much, Oma. I'm happy about your growth and I give God the glory. He replied the chat, but I've told you to stop calling me boss. I don't think I like it, he added, wearing a warm smile. But I like it, and that's how you treat me. But I'm not complaining. She chatted back, beaming. I don't treat you like a boss, do I? He asked. You have no idea. I think you are hard on me than every other members of the group. Have you seen yourself giving me instructions before? She asked, smiling because she actually enjoys it. Or is it when I do or say something wrong and you give me that angry and disapproving look? She added with a frowning emoji. Come on, Oma. I mean no harm. Just felt you should know who you are and how you project yourself out there matters a lot. Knowing that you are a Christian and a minister of the gospel, and a lot of people are looking up to you, he replied and explained. I'm not complaining either. In fact, I like it because it keeps me in check. Sometimes when I want to say or do something and I remember you're around and would not be happy with me if I say or do something silly, it helps to moderate my movements and the way I talk, which to me has greatly improved my behavior. She told him during their chat, and that was what happened when they were in Pastor Theophilus' office. Theophilus was talking with them, encouraging and asking them questions. But because of the way Theophilus, was very free with them, talking and laughing with them, Alma got carried away by his simplicity and started talking uncontrollably with Theophilus. Then Unemeka became uncomfortable with the way she was talking and gave her that disapproving look. And immediately she saw his face, she stopped talking and comported herself. Pastor Theophilus noticed what happened and quickly traced Alma's sudden shutdown and withdrawal to Nemeka, and he became suspicious, looking from him to her. But Nemeka, avoided eye contact with him. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you, and watch out tomorrow for the next episode. Bye.